Game of Thrones wasn't just about politics and dragons, it was built on prophecies, visions, dreams, omens, all the mystical foreshadowing that kept fans theorizing for a decade. Except, in the end, none of it meant a damn thing. Here's a breakdown of every major prophecy the show teased, only to ignore, abandon, or murder with plot laziness. Let's begin with Azor Ahai, the Chosen One, the messianic figure, the reborn hero who was supposed to defeat the darkness. Melisandre wouldn't shut up about it. First, she pinned it on Stannis like it was a crown. Then she jumped ship to Jon Snow, flirted with the idea of Daenerys, and basically spread the prophecy like a divine game of hot potato. But when the moment came, when the Night King arrived with all his dead, the one who actually ends the long night is Arya, sprinting through White Walkers like she hit X on a PlayStation controller. No Lightbringer, no payoff, just one stab, done, scene over. Azor Ahai wasn't fulfilled, it was evaded. Now, if you thought that was insulting, let's talk about the Stallion who mounts the world. The Dothraki prophecy tied to Daenerys and Khal Drogo's unborn son. A child who would unite all the Khalasars and lead them across the world like some war god on horseback. Sounds epic, right? Well, the kid dies before he's even born. Just dead, gone. One season in, and while some fans tried to pretend Dany became that stallion, the show certainly didn't treat her that way. She spends the final season being undermined, losing everything, and then gets stabbed by her lover-nephew because she went full Mad Queen. So if Dany was the stallion, she sure as hell didn't mount much of anything besides our expectations, and those got butchered like the script. Which brings us to Cersei and the infamous prophecy from Maggie the Frog. You remember it, the chilling prediction in the woods. She'll marry the king, her children will wear golden crowns and golden shrouds, and finally, the valonqar, her little brother, will wrap his hands around her pale white throat and choke the life from her. The first parts nailed it. All her kids are dead, but that valonqar part never happens. They built it up, teased it. Tyrion and Jaime both looked primed to fulfill it. Instead, Cersei dies in a rock slide, sobbing under a crumbling ceiling while Jaime holds her like a broken chandelier. Not poetic, not satisfying, just bricks, literal and metaphorical. That prophecy went out the window with the same grace as Tommen. And then there's Bran, the three-eyed raven, the boy with visions, knowledge of the past, glimpses of the future. A walking Google search with no emotion and less urgency. What does he do with all this power? Nothing. He lets the Night King come, says vague things like, "You were exactly where you needed to be. Cheers, Bran. Super insightful." Then he gets wheeled into the throne room and becomes king, because apparently staring into the void counts as leadership experience now. The prophecy about him flying, one warg ride on a raven, it's not payoff, it's a footnote. Finally, we have the crown jewel of wasted setups, Jon Snow. The R+L = J reveal, the biggest fan theory ever confirmed, the secret heir to the Iron Throne, a perfect blend of Stark and Targaryen. We waited years for it, and once it dropped, the show did nothing with it. Jon never claims the throne, never challenges Daenerys, doesn't even act like it matters. People find out and shrug. It's like revealing Superman's real name is Clark Kent and then just never bringing it up again. He kills Dany, gets exiled, and walks into the snow, like his whole arc was just a side quest. So, yeah, these prophecies, they weren't fulfilled, they were abandoned. The writers didn't subvert expectations. They dodged them. They didn't break the wheel, they snapped the axles and left it in a ditch. The magic didn't fade from Westeros. The writing did.